Big data is a worldwide phenomenon. Each year, the amount of data in the world doubles. Now, this data can create enormous value, but most companies are still struggling to take advantage of it. Especially in the cultural sector, it remains a challenge.
Customer data are very important for the cultural sector. They are for any sector very important because there is a lot of unused potential, I think, also in the cultural sector. So I think it's very important to know where the opportunities are, and through a thorough analysis of our customer data, we think that we can unfold this unused potential.
A revolutionary project was started in which data and analytics was used to increase the loyalty of the public. This was initiated by VSB Funds in partnership with the leading big data and analytics company of Europe, MI Company.
First, we collected the data of ticket sales for 5 concert halls over a period of 3 years. We deduplicated those data to the individual customer level. We call that a longitudinal customer view, in which we can follow customers through time.
The longitudinal customer view enables us to compare cultural seasons with each other and break down the difference with a source of difference analysis. Now, surprisingly, customer inflow and outflow are very big, and the stable base is only 35%. Hence, concert halls need to work very hard to keep up their number of customers every year. When plotting age against visiting frequency, you can see that after the age of 60, the number of visits increases enormously. Because there's also a significant customer inflow from this group, it's extremely important that senior customers are not undervalued.
We were always trying to find younger audiences because we already have a lot of senior customers. And now we are still trying to attract younger audience, but we are also focusing on attracting new senior customers. And we do that by working together with some organizations like Oudere Fonds and by organizing afternoon concerts. So concerts during the weekday on 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where transport is available and where the people that come can have tea or cake before or after the concert.
One of the top insights for the cultural sector is that customers have a tipping point towards loyalty. This tipping point is reached after 3 visits. So, in order to build a loyal customer base, get the customers over that tipping point.
We continued the project by developing a cultural analytical suite. With this suite, theaters are able to analyze their customer data themselves. At first, my company helped them, but now they can do it on their own. They can design fact-based marketing initiatives that prove to have high conversion and a positive return on investment.
The Analytical Suite is an interactive online analytical application, which is also available for telecom, retail, banking, and insurance. Each month, the transaction data from the concert halls and theaters is extracted and transformed into the longitudinal customer view. Using this, several important analyses are performed.
The CAS brings together all the data that we have about our events, together with the data we have about our customers. And that makes it possible to ask yourself questions that you couldn't ask yourself before, because now we can get answers.
The Cultural Analytical Suite contains 10 screens with customer insights, based on a top-down philosophy. In the Customer Deep Dive, the development of all KPIs can be compared between customer groups and followed through time. The Cultural Analytical Suite is interactive. This means that users can select their own focus period, customer groups, or concert groups by changing the preferences at the right side of the screen.
The Cultural Analytical Suite helps our organization to steer because we have a dashboard, as in a car. So we know when to steer, how to steer, and thanks to a very thorough analysis.
Marketing initiatives are evaluated in the suite using return on investment, ROI, calculations. In the project, 8 campaigns were launched, each with a positive ROI and a surprisingly high conversion rate.
Without a profound knowledge of the results of your campaigns, your customer strategies are really not more than just a wild guess. And I think in that way, data analytics helps us face the challenges of this era.
Because of the positive results of the project and the fact-based character of it, I'm convinced that this is the modern way of working. Data and analytics will help theaters, museums to bind their public.